So we're here today with Luke Colson from Kentucky. He was on our bucket list trip in 2025. Awesome guy, great player, and appreciate Luke taking a little bit of time just to share his experience with Atlas Tennis. Luke, just have a few questions for you. First off, just talk a little bit about who you are, your tennis experience, how long you've been playing, and just a little bit about your tennis background.
Well, yeah, so tennis has basically always been a huge part of my life. I've been playing since I was around 5 or 6 years old, and just always wanted to play college tennis, and it's always just been a dream to. I just always loved it, and yeah, I just always wanted to keep playing competitively, and just wanted to keep getting better.
When did you start playing?
I think I started like practicing when I was like 5, and I played my first tournament when I was like 8. So yeah, I've been playing a long time.
From when you played that first tournament at 8, were you like hooked immediately, or when did you realize like one, you're pretty good or very good, and two, that you wanted to really commit everything you had to it?
I'd say when I was around 10 or 11, when I thought that I was pretty good and I had a chance to do something pretty big. I mean, um, I always played other sports, but I was always better at tennis. I feel like just my athletic ability always fit tennis much better than anything else. So um, I think I started definitely trying to commit to tennis when I was around 10 or 11, and just wanted to see how good I could get.
Prior to going to Europe this summer, had you ever played in another country before?
Yeah, so I played ITFs in Colombia for 2 weeks. I was in Bogota and Ibagué. And then I went to Trinidad and Tobago for 2 weeks for ITFs again. I went for 2 weeks as well.
And during those experiences, how would you compare it playing in South America, the Caribbean, to the experience you had playing in Europe?
I mean, it's all so different. I'd say the people in South America and Trinidad, I mean, they were all really friendly, but I feel like it was just a different kind of, love and warmth than Europe. And I mean, I think they just take tennis so much more seriously there, and um, everyone just kind of, I don't know, comes together more, I feel like.
Was there anything about playing in Europe that surprised you?
Um, I mean, yeah, kind of like it's all red clay. There's no really hard courts, besides London. But yeah, and then like how friendly everyone was, like off the court and on the court. Sharing drinks with the guy you just played, that definitely surprised me. So, I mean, yeah, I feel like it's just a much better community over there.
Yeah, definitely. That is not something that you're going to see in the U.S.
Right.
Thinking back to like the lead up to the trip, how are you feeling like before the summer? Like, were you excited? Were you nervous? What was
I
kind of
was,
the
I was, it was probably a mix of both. I was excited just, to get over to Europe and play tennis over there, but I was kind of nervous for, the group. Maybe we wouldn't get along as well, but we did. We got along really well. We all liked each other a lot. There was no problems really. So I feel like it worked pretty perfectly. I mean, I feel like it was a great experience.
talking about Wimbledon for a second? Obviously, that's why we call it the bucket list trip. What was that like getting to go to Wimbledon?
I mean, it was awesome. It's always been a dream to go to Wimbledon. I mean, it's probably the most prestigious Grand Slam. Yeah, just getting to go and then seeing all the players and meeting up with, Marcus Giron, and getting to talk to him for a little bit, and then getting access to go into one of the stadiums and watch Cam Norrie versus Bellucci. That was awesome. So it's just I've never been to a Grand Slam either, so that was just a big part of the trip, and it was great.
And then also getting the chance to play on grass
Right.
day before and after. Had you ever played on grass?
No, never played on grass. It was a eye-opening experience. It was It was great. I really liked it a lot. It was really fun to play on. I played with a lot of the coaches on the grass, and we all had a really good time. So it was a lot of fun.
Was there anything about playing on the grass that surprised you, or like why did you like it?
I don't know. It just felt like I was kind of like a pro out there almost. Like I felt like everything just came easier, which is kind of surprising. I thought it was just going to be like super slippery and fast and super low and hard to, I don't know, kind of take control. But I feel like I could take control easily and kind of adapt quicker than I thought I was going to.
One of the highlights of my, at least one of my best memories from the summer was your match in Amsterdam, where you came through a very close three-setter. What are your memories of that match and that experience?
Yeah, that was awesome. I mean, I was up in the first set. I won the first set 6-4. I was up a break in the second. I thought I was going to just cruise through kind of. But no, I ended up, I mean, relaxing and letting the other guy in, and he took advantage of it, and he started playing much better, and my level dropped a lot. And so then kind of having to reset in the third set and getting down, I think I was down 5-3, 40 love in the third set, and just kind of saying, all right, well, nothing to lose, so just play your game and don't worry about it. I mean, you're in Amsterdam playing tournaments in Europe, which is just a crazy experience. So just kind of had to take in that factor and just, I mean, let my game handle it. And then I came back and won 7-5 in the third. So that was awesome.
And you had pretty good audience watching as well, right?
Yeah, we had the whole team. I think the whole, I think everyone was there except for maybe a few. And then there was a ton of people from Amsterdam watching, and then some of the coaches were watching as well. But yeah, it was a big deal over there, for sure. Everyone came out and watched.
There was one other person there, if I remember correctly, right?
Yeah, my dad, he was there, and it was cool to share that moment with him, and kind of, yeah, for him to see it too. That was great. Rather than just telling him on the phone, him seeing it in person was a big plus.
You touched on this a little bit. What are like some of the big differences that you saw between tournaments in Europe versus in the U.S.?
I'd say everyone's more friendly and kind of. I feel like everyone at the tournaments in the U.S. is just kind of in their own world and not really worrying about anyone else, or like they're not doing anything for anyone else. But I feel like in Europe, everyone's kind of doing something for somebody. Like they're holding a big party at the tournament, and I feel like that never happens here. And then I feel like everyone was just more friendly and like sharing the drinks afterwards. That was no one's gonna do that here. I mean, if you offer someone you beat a drink, they're gonna look at you like you're a weirdo. So, I mean, that would just never happen.
Yeah, I agree with that. What about the level of play? Did you feel like you were pushed? Like, did it help your game playing against some of those Europeans?
Yeah, everyone I played was, I mean, a little bit older than me, probably in their 20s or 30s. So, I mean, probably had more experience than me too. So I feel like talking with some of the guys after the match. I mean, I played a guy that grew up playing with Cilic and Djokovic, so talking to him a little bit and picking his thoughts and seeing, what he thought and what I could have done more, and what was working for him and what was working for me. And I feel like that did help me a lot, and kind of overcoming my their experience with my experience. And
yeah, I mean, I think that's a good answer. Just getting to pick the brain of those
Right.
more experienced players.
Yeah, just curious about the people who were on the trip with you, kind of the friends you made from Atlas, and are you still in touch with them?
Yeah,
What
I'm
is?
still-
I
yeah.
would love to hear more just about being able to meet kids from all across the U.S. and being abroad with them.
We all got along really well. I mean, there was no problems at all. yeah, everyone had a really good time together, and I mean, I'm still in touch with a lot of the kids from the group. We send each other TikToks or something like that. But I mean, yeah, it was a great group, and I'm really happy I was a part of it.
And how are the coaches?
The coaches were great. I'm still in touch with some of the coaches as well. Chris, he was trying to help me find some colleges to go to, and he's gonna come watch me when I'm in Florida the next time, and we're gonna probably meet up, have some lunch or something, and yeah, I'm still talking to him a lot. So me and Chris got along really well, and that was great.
Nice. Last question for me is, what are like one or two things from the trip that you have taken with you that you learned or have been helpful, or that you kind of see yourself using in your day-to-day life, whether that's on court or off?
Yeah, I'd say on the court, like when I'm getting frustrated or losing or getting mad, just kind of taking a step back and looking at, where I am, and I'm playing tournaments that not a lot of kids get to play, and just kind of taking a step back and look at it from that, and kind of be grateful, and just um, yeah, just kind of take a step back and be grateful for what you're doing, and it's a great opportunity. So just look at it from that way. And then something off the court. I'm trying to think of something off the court. I'd say kind of just like be nicer to everyone, because like everyone over there was super nice and super friendly, and always, I mean, super like welcoming. Whereas I don't know, some people might not be here, so I try to bring in that factor and try to bring it over here.
When you think of Atlas this past summer and people are like, oh, like what's a highlight from your Atlas tennis trip? What comes to mind?
Just I look at the videos of me playing all the time in Europe and stuff, and I miss it a lot. And I'd say playing tennis in Europe, overseas, and I mean getting that experience is awesome. And then kind of the friendships that I made also with the kids that I could still stay in touch with. And then the coaching was awesome too. Like I've made a big jump in UTR since the trip, so I mean I feel like it really helped me a lot, and it was great.
How did you jump in your UTR? What
So
did you see that growth?
yeah, I was like a 9.8 when I was on the trip, and then a few months later, like I'm a 10.6 now, so up almost a full point higher. But yeah, it's a big jump.
What were like the thing, what do you attribute that to? That's a huge jump in, 4 months. What was it that kind of clicked?
I'd say a lot of the mindset stuff. Like I feel like I was rushing always on court, and um, just like always getting frustrated with something and just trying to find the negatives and everything. But now I feel like after the trip, I'm trying to find the positives and everything, and I feel like my game is much more patient, because I mean a lot of the players in Europe, they play kind of more patient over there. So I try to take that and put it into my game, and just just stay calm and stay patient, and I feel like that's helped me a lot.
All right, Ruby, anything else?
No, I would just say any last things you want to add that you think future kids should know about this trip, what to expect, what they should look forward to. But other than that, you've hit a lot of good points.
I mean, if you're on the ropes thinking about it, I'd say do it. I mean, it's a great opportunity. It's a great experience. Rather than staying home and just doing the same thing you do every day, I'd rather go to Europe and have that good experience.